we don't have to go in depth, but life has been quite, like, not rough, not bad, like nothing bad, like nothing incredibly bad has happened recently, but there's just like this like dark cloud around me. It's not even necessarily like negativity. Now you know what it is, but it's more so just uncertainty. Like, is this the right path? Is this really gonna work? Will this really pay off? And you start, your mind starts trying to trick you into going the more comfortable route, doing things that are more in your comfort zone, right? And it just reminded me so much of how I felt when I was on my weight loss journey, the one that I actually successfully achieved. All right, not a weight loss journey that you were on for a month and then you got off, and then you got on it again a couple months later. No, I'm talking about the like literally, like the last. What's a cool name to put on it? The Last Dance. Like my last dance being fat. Like the road to me finally no longer being fat. I remember there being days where like I didn't, I knew what I was supposed to do, but I would wonder like is this even worth it? Like do I even want this? Do I even want to be where I said I wanted to be? Like, do I even want that six pack as much as I want these fucking donuts right now? Do I really want that six pack as much as I want to eat that fucking piece of pizza that my coworkers bought me? It was hard. It was rough giving up these things and having to go through this. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, it was hard, but one thing that always helped me stay grounded and just help keep me on track, because there were some days where I did cave in. I don't think I had a day where like I actually genuinely overate though, where like I genuinely ate way too many calories, because there were days where I ate things I shouldn't have, but because I was so determined, I ended up burning it off, like doing jump roping, doing incline cardio, incline treadmill, excuse me. But it really helped to that's not really the point that I'm trying to make. Meditating and just reminding myself of why I was doing this really helped, and visualizing the end goal that I set for myself was a massive help for me in staying on track. And it might not have necessarily revived my motivation. Like, there still may have been times where I just felt off the whole day, but it helped keep me on track. It helped keep me in the right direction, because at the end of the day, this is a matter of whether or not you make the right choices. All right, success, not just in fitness but in general, it just comes down to making the right choices. It doesn't really come down to feelings. You feel like you're going to be successful, but if you don't do the actions required, you're not going to be successful. If you don't feel like you deserve success, but regardless you still take the actions required, you'll actually still end up being successful. It's all a matter of doing the right actions and avoiding the ones that will take you down the wrong path. So in fitness, boils down to simply just not eating more than you burn, or not eating junk food, not skipping workouts so often. You might miss a day or two every now and then, especially if you just started working out. But just overall staying consistent. Just in the same way that you might overeat one day. Okay, it happens, bro. It happens. It happens to us. Most of us aren't perfect. Most of us, we screw up every now and then. What matters is that you just get back on track. Right? Even if it takes 2 or 3 days. Ideally, I'm not gonna say like, oh, it's okay to binge eat for a week, because that's actually that's a little too extreme. But what really matters at the end of the day is that you just get back on track. You just get back on that horse. And it can feel like a void. It can feel like a void. It just feels like real confusing, because you're almost stuck in like a limbo. You're because naturally, because of the choices that you're making, I'm not saying that you're going to cut off your friends because they're fat, but you're naturally going to be less inclined to go out and do stuff with them, or even things with family. Not that like you're going to not go to any more family functions or any family events, but you know, you're naturally going to be less inclined to wild out and just eat like an animal. So as a result, there's some distance made, all right, whether it's family or friends or even both. But at the same time, you're still fat, or you're still not where you want to be. So it's not like you're in that new space of you know, fit guys or fit men and women. It's like you're not in that space either. You're just in limbo. Excuse me, I had to crack my neck. And all I can tell you is keep going. Keep going. It's gonna feel hard. It's gonna feel rough, but you have to keep going. Your future self will only thank you for it. All right. Your future self will only be grateful that you kept going. Your future self will only be grateful that you ate the right foods, that you didn't overeat, that you stayed on track, as hard as it was. And he'll be grateful when he sees that six-pack in the mirror. He'll be grateful when he sees that he no longer has bitch hips, when he no longer has man boobs. He'll be beyond grateful. So you may be suffering now, but at least you're suffering for him. At least you're suffering for him. I just created a Patreon to post more exclusive content, helping you guys lose weight. So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description down below. And I also am still offering one-to-one coaching where I help you personally get into the best shape of your life. Both links will be down in the description and they'll be labeled. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Have a good one.